Hi, I'm Chris, 23 years old and from Germany. And I've been living in Seoul for 1 semester now, and I'm going to stay another semester.
Hi, my name is Zoe. I am from America. I am 21, and I have been here for 1 semester.
I think you should be prepared to reduce your consumption of fruit here, because fruit is really expensive. I remember one time where I wanted to buy apples, and I think they were about 5,000 won for 5 apples. Granted, they're quite big, but that is so expensive. So I just don't eat fruit anymore.
The first thing you should know before coming to Korea is that the cultural W is real and you will go through the motions. So when things are getting hard, just know that you're going to get out of it eventually and you will love your stay here.
The second thing that you should be aware of before coming to Korea is don't plan to stop drinking coffee here, because that's what I did and it did not work out. There are coffee shops literally everywhere, and the fast-paced lifestyle here just made me drink so much more coffee than before, so just forget it.
The second thing you need to know is that the pace of life here is a little bit different. People walk really slow, but they drive really fast, so it's kind of an oxymoron, but it's interesting and you'll get used to it.
The third thing, I think you should bring a winter coat. Lots of other exchange students just didn't expect it to get this cold here, and these days it's been like minus 10 degrees Celsius. I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit, but for the Europeans. Yeah, it just gets really, really cold, so be prepared for that.
The third thing you need to know is that everything you could possibly need is here. So instead of packing a bunch of things that you think you might not be able to find, just forget about it and go into stores and find them here. It's really simple. It'll save you some money too.
The fourth thing you should be aware of is the drinking. I knew that drinking is part of the culture, but I completely underestimated it, and people will force you to drink, probably more than you'd like to. But they'll also teach you lots of cool drinking games, so that's a plus.
The fourth thing you need to know is that food here is either spicy or sweet. Now, I'm a person who likes salt, so when I got here it was a bit of a culture shock for me and I struggled for a really long time. But it's delicious and you'll eventually overcome it.
And the fifth thing is accommodation. I knew that I was going to move into a Goshiwon probably because it's usually the cheapest option and it's pretty central. And I also knew that it was going to be about 8 square meters big, but until you go there, you don't know. And it's really small. But also you get used to it at one point, and thinking about going back to my room in Germany, it just feels way too big. I don't know what to do with all the space, so you'll get used to it. It's actually pretty nice. And also, the beds in the Goshiwons, it usually feels like sleeping on a stone. But you also get used to that, so whenever I don't know, travel and sleep in a normal bed again, it just feels so weird. So don't be afraid.
The last thing that you need to know is that the weather here is really bipolar. So it can be really warm and then it'll be cold. Be prepared for rain, a lot of humidity, and freezing temperatures. So pack the right stuff that you need, bring an umbrella, and just be ready.
There are probably many more things that you should know before coming here, but these were a few that I think matter. But check it out yourself, just get here and see for yourself. And I'll be gone for the next about 6 weeks, but I'll be back and see you next semester.
Okay, the hardest thing about studying abroad is the first step. So you just need to get yourself over here, live in Seoul, and see what it's like for yourself. I hope you have a good time, and I might see you next semester. I don't know. Bye.